Whether you're into fabric or whether you're into wool, this is the channel for you. Hi, my name is Sia and welcome to Cloth and Needle. And welcome to, I think, what's going to be either our first or one of our first. Let me just say it like that. One of our first tutorials. So today, basically, I've taken the time to kind of use off some of my old wool for another project that I did a while back, and I decided that I was going to use that to make a scarf. I had a little bit of trouble deciding on what project I wanted to do, especially because it was a project that I was kind of really just mostly doing for the channel, and so it was like, first tutorial, what do I do and how do I kind of make something fun but simple at the same time for a first tutorial. Anyways, I ultimately decided that the smart thing to do and the best thing to do is to make a scarf, and then more undecisive troubles came. I mean, I'm not an indecisive person, but for the first time I was really like struggling to decide on what exactly it is that I wanted to do. But ultimately I did, and this is a tutorial for my beautiful infinity scarf. For this project, you're gonna need a double knit wool, which is what I have here. You actually don't really need to use double knit wool. You can use whatever type of wool you want, but just know that if you use whichever wool you use the recommended size. For double knit, it is a 4mm hook. Okay, zoom. Okay, this is a 4mm hook. And then you're gonna need a 4.5 or 5mm hook, which is one size up or two sizes up. You're gonna need a tapestry needle, and you're gonna need stitch markers. So you're gonna need to create blocks. I've already created 23. You're gonna need 24. I've created 23 here, and I'm basically just waiting for the last block. Okay, to get started with your block or your square, you are going to need to make a slip knot, which is just twirl the wool around your finger, pull it out, put the yarn into your through that hole and pull that, and that is a slip stitch. Then you're going to need to chain up 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once you've chained your 8, you're going to make a slip stitch on your first one. Slip stitch is just one, and you pull through both, and you've joined your circle. For the next 2 rows, we're going to make single crochet. Single crochet is just go through, hook, and then crochet through both. So we're going to make 16 for the first row, so that's 1. We also count the chain that we made, so that's 1 and 2, So now we're working on our third one. 3, 4, and then I'm going to carry on, and then when you've got 16 we'll meet at the end. Once you've got your 16, you're going to slip stitch onto this one, which is the first one, which was your chain, and a slip stitch, and then you're gonna chain up 1. And then the next thing that you need to do is to make another set of, or another row of single crochet. So how you're going to do that is you're going to first start by putting in this one. Remember that this counts as 1, so we're going to do 3 more. So 1, 2, 3, right? And on that one, on the last one, we're going to create 4 in the same loop. So you already created 1, so you need 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and this is how we make the square. So again, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then here again we're going to put another 3, just ignore that, another 3, so 1, 2, and 3. And you're just going to do that until you get to the end of the row. So we'll meet each other then. Once you've reached the end of the row, remember you've done 1 in each corner, so you need to make the 4th corner. Remember that this also counts as a stitch, so we're gonna do 3 more here. 1, 3, okay. Once we've done our 3, we're going to single stitch into that, and then we're going to make a chain of 3. So it's 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to make a triple crochet, and when we get to the corner again we're going to make 4. So a triple crochet is you hook the wool twice, then you pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, hook the wool twice, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, hook the wool twice, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, hook the wool twice again, and then when you get here to the corner you're going to make 4. So 1, 1, 2, 3, and that's 2, 3, and then 4. Right, then you're going to put 1 in each until you get to the corner again. So 1, We've gotten to the corner. It's going to be 1, 2, and this is 4. You're going to do that in all the corners until you get to where we join, and then we'll meet each other there. Okay, now that you've reached the end of the row, you're going to slip stitch to join, and then you're going to chain up 1 and make single crochets. So single crochet here, that's 1 until we get to the corner, and then when we get to the corner we do what we normally would do, which is to increase by 4. So okay, here's the corner. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then we're going to put 1 until we get to the corner. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. And we're going to do that until we reach the end of the row. Right, we've reached the end, and then we're going to slip stitch into our first one, and that's that. Now we're going to make what we call puff stitches, which I'm going to show you how to do now. So all you need to do is slip, chain up 2, then we are going to put in our slip stitches. We're going to put in double crochet into the second loop. So that's 1, and we're going to put in 4 of those into 1 without finishing it. So we're going to pull, hook, pull, hook, 1 again, pull, and then the last one, hook and pull. Then we're going to pull through all 4. Oh, how many? I didn't even count how many there are. Then you're gonna pull through 1, and then put your finger there so that it can poke that out. Then you're gonna put a double crochet there, a half double crochet there, and then skip 1 and do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull through all, and then you're gonna pull through 1. Then this time, instead of doing a double crochet, what you're gonna do is you're going to put a puff stitch in the corner. You're gonna put 2 puff stitches in the corner. So 1, you put your second one in there. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then you're going to pull and make a half double crochet again, skip 1, and basically gonna do the same thing all over again. Oops, puff stitch. Then you're going to skip this one, go to the corner one and do 2 puff stitches. And basically that's your pattern for the rest of the row. So just repeat that for the rest of the row and then we'll meet at the end of the row. Right, we have now reached the end of the row and we're going to slip stitch into the first stitch. Right. And then for this row we're going to do another row of single crochets. So it's 1, 2. Okay, you're just going to continue with that until the end of the row. Don't forget to maintain the square by increasing by 4 between the 2 puff stitches here. 1, right, do that until you reach the end of the row and then I'm going to show you what happens next. So now we've reached the end of the row and we need to slip stitch into the first stitch. Okay, then you're going to chain up 1. Now I forgot the name of this stitch that we're going to do just now, but it needs a bigger hook size. So we are going to use a bigger hook size. We're going to use a size 4.5. And what we're going to do is it's a variation on a single crochet. What you need to do is to, instead, normally we would hook our wool here, right, and single crochet, but we're not going to do that this time. This time we're going to hook our wool through this so there'll be 2 V's and then you put it through in the middle of those V's. Okay, and then you basically just do a single crochet, just putting it through between the 2 V's, and then you're just going to do that until basically the end of the row, maintaining the 4 increases on the corner, and we're going to be doing this for the next 2 rows. So I'll meet you at the end of the 2 rows. I almost forgot this. So when you get to the corner, instead of hooking here where you would normally with this stitch, which I forgot the name of, you're going to hook it here where you normally hook for your single crochet, just for the increases, not for any other reason. 3 and 4. Okay, continue. I'll see you at the end of these 2 rows. So we've now reached the end of our 2 rows. Okay, isn't this stitch really pretty? I love it. Anyways, so we're gonna hook and then we're gonna do a stitch, slip stitch, and then you're gonna do a chain, and then cut pull and you have your square. Now it's time to take the rest of your scarf. I've already sewn in everything else. I'm just going to sew in this little section. So you're going to need your stitch markers. If you've got pins or safety pins, use those. If you don't have stitch markers, but I'm going to use stitch markers. The nice thing about stitch markers is that unlike pins, they really don't thing. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna slot my square in. To be honest, it's not perfect. They're not all perfect sizes, but I'm kind of okay with that. So I'm just gonna stitch more. I'm just gonna kind of pull this together so that I can sew. Where's my other stitch marker? I recently bought these ones because they are a little bit more secure than the ones that I had. The ones that I had sometimes used to they used to fall out as I was crocheting, so that was very annoying. Now we're gonna take our scissors with pride even. Our needle. Thread in the wool. If you guys hear that, I'm sorry, but like we have people in the house all the time, so never better time than now to do this. Okay, then so how I'm gonna sew this in is, okay, I'm gonna let this one go for now. The first thing is you're gonna go through this loop like this, okay. And then you're gonna tie a knot. And then on the one that you're joining it with, you're gonna do the same. Okay, only you're gonna pull and pull and then tie a knot. This is just to kind of hopefully keep it secure throughout the whole project, and hopefully for the rest of your life it's going to be secure. So again, I'm going to tie a knot here. Now what you want to do is kind of hold it like this, and then so that we don't see the thread through. So even if you were using a different color wool, it's not thread, wool, you will just pick here, pull through, and then pick over here as well. Okay, so you're gonna pick it here, sorry. Then pull through, okay. Then on the next one, what's going on here? We're gonna pick over here. What is this auto zoom doing? Okay, so we're gonna pick over here. Sorry about that, guys. Right, and you're gonna just keep on doing that, alternating until you get to the end of the project. And this is how I've done mine. So I'm gonna do that until the end. We're not finished quite yet. gonna finish just now. Hold on. So I've reached the end. So basically I've joined from this corner to this corner, and now to close it off, what I'm gonna do is I am going to pull this and do the same that side. Right? Okay, so once you've done that, I'm just gonna do it one more time just so that I can secure it. I'm gonna create this loop here. You'll pull through this loop. That will create a little knot there, and then you're going to cut it off. Don't worry about this this little thing. We'll sort that out as time goes on. So once you've done that, because I want my scarf to be an infinity scarf, I'm going to join this. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make I'm going to put my slip stitches on each corner, mostly because I want the corners to line up. So it happens that sometimes the squares are not 100% the same size, but yeah, it's part of life. But yeah, so where's the where are those? Okay, I'm gonna use this one. I'll probably just start from this corner anyway. So slip stitch just to join the corners of the squares that we are going to make, that we've already made. By the way, as you're making the squares, don't worry, like sometimes when I made the squares, they were not necessarily all the same size and they were not necessarily all beautiful. But when you sew them together, you kind of have to make some contingency plans, but it shouldn't look very bad. I don't think mine looks very bad. And I'm telling you that the squares are not perfect. Okay, so we're going to now do the same in joining these edges together so that it's an infinity scarf. Again, if you don't really want an infinity scarf, then you don't have to worry about this step. So I want to start this side because now, okay, so again we're going to pick it up from the middle. Okay, you're gonna pick it up from the middle here, right? Oops. Then you're going to tie a knot. Same thing this side. Oops. Same thing on the other side, and then you're just gonna tie a knot again. Again, we're just trying to secure these together. I'm just gonna tie another one. Then you're gonna hold it like this. Okay, it doesn't matter about this thread. We're gonna thread it in. You're not gonna see it at the end of the project. You're gonna keep on doing that until you reach the end, which is this side. And then I'll see you at the end. So we've joined the ends, the last piece. So I've already worked on this side. I'm gonna work on this side. And the aim of what we're trying to do now is to just neat the edge up So we're gonna go in. All this time I'm speaking with a crochet needle in my mouth. Anyways, we are gonna go in and just with the stitch that I cannot remember the name of. We're gonna go in with the stitch, and then we're going to just basically tie and finish off the project, and then we're going to put in our last we're gonna thread in all these loose ends that we find throughout the project, just so that we can make it neat and like basically finish it off. So I actually wanted to do something else, something more dramatic, but ain't nobody, like, I don't want to buy any more wool. Like, I want to do it, but as I was doing it, I realized that I won't have enough wool to finish, and I was like, Ish, I don't want to buy another ball of yarn again. So that's where we're at right now. So I'm just gonna start. What I've done is I've done a slip knot again. So as you can see, here's a slip knot. So we're gonna put it into the loop, and we're just gonna do our stitch until the end of the row, and then we'll just basically slip stitch into the first row. First stitch tied off, and then I'm gonna show you how to loop in or thread in all of these threads that are left behind. So normally I like to sometimes just thread the thing in as I go. It just makes life easier a little bit. We still have more loose threads to take care of, like that one over there. But anyways, so this is what we're gonna do. We are going to pull through one and then pull through two, and we're just gonna do that until we get to the end of the row. I think I've already shown you how to do this. I don't need to show you guys again. So we're gonna meet at the end of the row, and then we're going to pull in all the rest of the threads, and then we're gonna see the final product, which I can't wait for. Alright, so finally we are done. What is left now is that we are going to just do a slip stitch onto the last one. We're gonna go through the loop, pull through, and then we're gonna do a one chain, but we want to make it tight. Let's see how sharp this is. So I'm just gonna cut that. Right, now we have to try and hide these threads. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to through the loop, right, through one. I always just do it through one, right, and then we're going to just do that until we don't see the loop anymore. So we're just basically threading it through using a crochet needle until we don't see it anymore, right? Okay, and then with these ones that are in the middle here, what you have to do, you need to find one. Looking. Okay, so there's one. So what we want to do first, this loose one, yeah, okay, is we're gonna go from underneath, from the wrong side of our thing. Okay, pull through the closest one, and you're just gonna pull through it. Now if you want, you can leave it like that. And I'm going to do that with this one because this one is short. There is a longer one somewhere. There's one. So again, you're going to pull through. There it is here. Hope you can see that. And then you're going to just take that and pull through. Right? And then once you reach the other side, you want to pull it through. So basically you're weaving it in and out until it disappears. So that's probably the last one I'm going to need to do. So yeah, continue doing that until you have like basically weaved in and threaded in all of the threads that are like now missing. And by this stage you won't even be able to tell, you know, which is which. Okay, and then basically the project is done, and there it is. Okay, so basically this project is very like fun. I think it was fun. It's my first time actually making squares. All this time I was kind of just either working around or just doing the normal stuff. So I decided to try out squares, and yeah, you know, it was like, it's gonna be a simple project, a scarf, but I wanted to kind of challenge myself. So I decided to do a scarf using these square pieces. This is the final product. Okay, anyways, so obviously, as you guys can tell, I love this project. I love the scarf, and you can actually wear it in different ways. So, you know, just you can wear it like this. It's gonna be like very chunky, which I love, by the way. It's gonna be very chunky, so you can wear it like this, or you can also just kind of put it up above, you know, if it's like really cold, and it will kind of sit like that, almost like a hoodie. Or you can wear it like this, you know, keep you warm, and well, actually I can keep you warm, you know, if it's like really chilly. You know, you can kind of put it off to the side like this a little bit. You can do something off the shoulder. Or, you know, just kind of put it up, put it underneath your thing, and just have like a little, like, you know, texture showing through your trench coat. But yeah, I mean, those are the ways that I wear it, or, you know, I'm gonna wear it because I haven't actually worn it yet. So those are the ways you can wear it. And if you have even more ideas on how to wear it, please share them with us on Instagram. You know, share them with us on our Instagram. And if you also decide to actually make this scarf, share it on Instagram and tag us so we can, you know that, you know, you liked it. Okay, but otherwise, like if you like what you see, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And otherwise, we'll see you guys around, you know, the YouTube space. We have more videos uploaded, so you can check them out as well. And yeah, I'll see you around. Bye.